Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Monomials and Polynomials. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on grade 8 math. Chapter we're on right now is polynomials, monomials and polynomials. Let's just start with polynomials. Find the product 2t times negative 2t minus 9. So we have to multiply. We need to apply the distributive property over here. You need to multiply. We have to do 2t times negative 4t, then plus 2t times negative 9. So 2t times negative 4t is negative 8t cube, and 2t times 9 is negative 18t. So that is negative 8t cube minus 18t. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the product 3a times a square plus 2. So 3a times a, just apply the distributive property and multiply them. Okay, we have to do 3a times a. So when the bases are same, we need to add their exponents. So here we have 2 and here we have 1. So that is 3a cube. Then 2 times 3 is 6a. So that is 3a cube plus 6a. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the product. Negative 9 times negative 2j square plus 3. So we have to do negative 9 times 2j. Negative 9 times negative 2j square and plus negative 9 times 3. So that is 18j square minus 27. Got it? Option number 1 is the correct option, that is That is 18j square minus 27. Option number 1 is the correct option. Three n square times negative n square minus 3. So use the distributive property and multiply them. We have to do 3n square times negative n square actually, minus 3n square times 3. So we need to collect the exponents, that is negative 3 times n exponent 4, and 3 times 3 is 9n square. So option number 2 is the correct, option number 1 is the correct option. Negative 3 and 4 minus negative 9 and square. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Negative 8 times u square times negative 4. Negative. So we have to do negative 8 times u square and negative 8 times negative 4. Negative 8 times u is negative 8 u square. Negative 8 times, that is plus 32. So that is negative 8 u square plus 32. Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative 3u times 3u square. We need to apply the distributive property, right? Negative 3u times 3u square and negative 3u times 7. So 3 times 3 is 9, negative 9u square, u cube, sorry. And 7 times 3 is 21 minus 21u. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is negative 9u cube, negative 21u. Option number 2 is the correct option, negative 9 cube minus 21u. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the product negative 7 times negative 2c square and plus c. So we have to do negative 7 times negative 2 square 2c square, so both the numbers are negative, answer is positive, and 14c square. And then we have negative c times plus c is negative 7c, so option number 1 is the correct option, that is 14t square minus 7c. Option number 1 is the correct option, 14c square minus 7c. Find the product negative 4h times 2h square minus h. So we have to do 4h times 2h. So 4 times 2 is negative 4h cube plus 4 times 8 is 32h. That is negative 8h cube plus 32h. Option number 1 is the correct option. 3r square times 4r square plus 3r. That is 3 times 4 is 12. 12r 4. 3 times 3 is 9r cube. That is 12r4 plus 9r cube. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the next lesson is multiply polynomials to find area. Find the area. Simplify your answer. We need to find the area of gram. So area of the parallelogram is height. So the base is 7, the height is 2x. So 7 times 2 is 14, that is 14x. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the parameter, simplify your answer. For the parameter, we need to add all the side lengths, right? That is 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus a plus 1. So that is a plus 7. The parameter of the figure is a plus 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, find the parameter. For the parameter, we need to add all the side lengths. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is y plus 14. For the parameter, we need to add all the side lengths. So that is y plus 14. Okay, find the parameter. So you need to add all the side lengths. So which is the correct option? So that is 3v plus 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. Find the area. So we need to length time width. We have to do 3 times 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. That is 6x. Option number 1 is the correct option. Find the parameter. For the parameter, we need to add all the side lengths. So that is 1 plus 2 plus u minus 4 plus u minus 5. that is 2u, but here you have given the options in the form of q, but why? Okay, negative 9, negative 6, that is 2u minus 6. We are not given with the correct option. Find the area. So we have to do length time width. So which is the correct option? Yes, that is 7 times 2 is 14. So 14x it is. We need to add all the side lengths. That is C plus 25. Option number 1 is the correct option. Length time width. So that is a square. Square has all four sides equal in measurement. 2 times 2 is 4. So that would be 4x square. But we are not given with the correct option, right? The question is different. The answer is different. But okay. Oh, we have so many options there. That would be 4x square. I can find the area. So which is the correct option? The area of parallelogram is base times height. So that is 7 times 2. X, that is 14x. Find the area. That is base times height. So that is 15x. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just do next lesson. The next lesson is divide 3b divided by b 9. So they have the same basis and they are dividing. So when they are dividing, we need to subtract their exponents. That would be b exponent 1 minus 9. So that is 3b exponent negative 8. We need to keep the exponent positive. So we need to write it in the denominator. That would be 3 divided by b exponent 8. Let's just start with the test questions. Simplify 8u divided by 8u4. So 8 and 8 cancel out because 8 times 1 is 8. They have the same exponent, so their exponent would be subtracted. 1 minus 4 is u exponent negative 3, and we can write it as 1 divided by u exponent 3. Option number, or either you can write the answer with negative exponent. You can write as u exponent negative 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 5c4 divided by 5c8. So 5 and 5 cancel out, and they have the same exponent, so their same basis, so their exponent can be subtracted. So that is C negative 4. Option number. Option number 2 is the correct option. 3h divided by h. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 3. 2g divided by 2g 9, which is the correct option. 8m divided by 4m, which is the correct option. 6m divided by 4m equals 2. It is very good. Option number 1 is the correct option. 10t9 divided by t, which is the correct option. That is 10t8. Option number 2 is the correct option. 4w square divided by w, which is the correct option. That is 4w. Option number 2 is the correct option. The correct option is 1. 4p square, sorry, 4p9 divided by 4p4. That is p exponent 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. They have same exponents, same basis, or exponents can be subtracted. So 10b divided by 10b, the answer is 1. 5k6 divided by 5k7, 5 and 5 cancel out. So they have same basis, their exponent can be subtracted. So 6 minus 7 is k exponent negative 1. The correct option is k exponent negative 1. 8c divided by c, which is the correct option. Yes, that is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. 8c divided by 2c, which is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 4. 4h divided by 2h square, which is the correct option. That is 2h exponent negative 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math. Chapter we were working on is monomials and polynomials. The lessons we have covered: multiply polynomials to find area, and divide monomials. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here all your questions and confusions if you have any. So any questions you can please ask if you have any. I'm here to answer and then confusions if you have any.